Whoop. Hi, guys. Let me get up to. Wow. Holy moly. Good to see everyone. Deb, you're on there. Great. Good to see you. And Diane. Let me see. Oh, and David. Woohoo. All right. All right. Good to see y'all on here. Well, originally we were supposed to have a guest this evening, but unfortunately he took ill, and so we're just free willing it tonight. So it'll be, let's talk about anything. But let me talk about some business first. As usual, we'll go over the announcements, the events, and what's going on. Okay, this past weekend was the Forest County Bigfoot Festival in Marionville, Pennsylvania. It was fantastic. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Let's see. Next is the Bigfoot Barbecue UFO Festival that will be held at the Milton Loop Campground in Dayton, Armstrong County, Pennsylvania, June 22nd. That's June 22nd for the Bigfoot Barbecue UFO Festival. I go there every year. Fantastic people there. Nice little campground, too. June 26th through the 30th is the Prince Gallitzin State Park Campout, Cambria County, Pennsylvania. Please contact TJ Seaman. Let's see. September 19th through the 22nd is the Tracy Ridge Campout, Bradford, Pennsylvania, McCain County. That one is hosted by our North Central, really Central Pennsylvania lead, Tara. That's Tara Stephanie. That's September 19th through the 22nd, and everyone's welcome to that campout. October 5th is the Jefferson Volunteer Fire Department Bigfoot Festival in Jefferson, Greene County, Pennsylvania. That's October 5th. And so far, that's all I have written down. I'm sure there are more. I just don't have them written down. You're right there, David. Yeah. Tara is awesome. Believe me, yeah. She was with us this weekend at the festival, and what a wonderful help she was. Absolutely. And yep, we will be at Prince Gallitzin. And let's see. Oh, goodness, I just hit the off button. All right. This past weekend at the Forest County Bigfoot Festival, well, we had a great time. I had a booth set up with all of our t-shirts. I mean, every single t-shirt that I had for sale, I brought, because it was huge crowd. And Friday night or Saturday night, well, all day Friday, it rained, and I was able to handle everything, no problem. But Saturday night, it rained also. Unfortunately, I did not tuck in a couple t-shirts, and so they got damp. So whenever I got back home, I threw those damp t-shirts into the washer, and I just put them up, hung them up to dry. They're still brand new. They're clean, unworn. They're hanging up. I never throw my t-shirts into the dryer. I always hang them up to dry. And so I will be selling those for pretty good discount. $10. $10 and $6 shipping. There are 2 extra large in black with a logo, large logo across the chest. There is 1 teal blue with the logo in 2XL. And then there are 2 navy 3XL. Navy colored t-shirts in 3XL. And again, there's 2 black t-shirts in extra large, 1 teal blue in a 2XL, and 2 navy t-shirts in 3XL. And they're $10 each, $6 shipping. And if you want to buy more than one, we'll combine shipping. I'll give you the shipping cost. I think it would be $10 for shipping from what I recall that I've shipped out 2 t-shirts at one time. Yeah, and it came up to just about $10. So if anyone wants a t-shirt, let me know, send me a message, and we'll arrange. I take Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So let me know if you're interested. We'll get you, like I said, they're brand new. They got damp, so I washed them, and they're hung up to dry. Nothing wrong with them. Okay, you'll take one of the 3X. Okay. Yeah, they're navy. Okay. All right. So, yeah, send me a message and remind me, Deb. And unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of them here. Sorry. But, that's how that goes. And, yep. And let's see, what else? Tara, we were just talking about you. How great and really how grateful that I am for your help, at the festival. We had such a fantastic time. And if any of you were there, if you were able to make it, you know how busy it was, especially Saturday. Saturday was just crazy busy, which was great. That was fantastic. But yeah, we had, yeah. Oh, okay. Hi, Emily. You're right. It was packed. Friday, we got in early, like around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and started setting up. The festival itself didn't start until, can't remember, it was either 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Can't remember. And, but it was, people, were drifting in all day long. And, we talked with quite a few people. Cliff Barackman and Turtle Man were there. And Friday, Cliff Barackman stopped by our booth, and we spoke with them. The guys in the booth next to us were all part of a team. That's Todd Smith out of, his Todd Smith. He is Bigfoot New York, just NY Todd. That's his YouTube channel. Bigfoot NY Todd, TODD. So if you want to look up his channel, He's an extremely technical person, and his videos really get into the science of evidence collection and so on. And I would highly recommend getting onto his YouTube channel and checking it out. If you're into the science and the technical side of things, technical side of collecting the evidence, get in there and check out his channel. But yeah, he was there, Dave Wargo from Warren, Pennsylvania, and Tara and myself. Tara, were you there whenever Cliff was there also? I can't remember. Yeah, there's Sinead. She was sitting behind me as usual. She'll probably jump back up again. Oh, okay. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Sinead has to make her appearance. But like I said, sometime during the evening, she'll jump up behind me again. She'll make her appearance. Yeah, but Cliff stopped by and we spoke, and all of us talked and went over a few things. And I'd met him 10 years ago, whenever the Finding Bigfoot crew was. Sorry, I want to get comfortable. Whenever Sinead jumps up in my chair, she pushes me forward off of my seat. Yes. Woof. So it was, I had spoken with all of them. I talked with Matt Moneymaker and Cliff and Bobo and Renee. Bobo, he was overrun with fans. They were really piling on him, taking up his time. So I really didn't get a chance to talk with him very much, although I did get my photo with him. So I did spend most of my time talking with Renee. We just stood there, everybody just about ignored her and was running towards Bobo. So, I spent most of my time with Renee, who is actually not quite as skeptical as she puts on for the TV show. She is a bit more open, and in fact, I do believe secretly that she's a believer. I don't know if she's a knower. I think her dad was, though. Her dad had a few experiences and had introduced her to Bigfooting like years before. And, who knows? She may be a believer. Who knows? But to be honest, out of them all, other than Bobo, who would be fun, I find Renee more interesting and more open to talk to than, honestly, any of the other ones. So, and then Sunday, I had, it was Saturday night. I was on my way to the parking lot to head back to the hotel. I had all my stuff in my wagon and pulling my wagon behind me and walking back, and I walked past Turtle Man's tent or his booth, and they were packing up, and the people that he was talking with just walked away. So I stopped over and thanked him and spoke with him for a little bit, and really enjoyed my conversation with him. I have, to be honest, more respect for him than Cliff. to be honest. Turtle Man, he has, really, the man will jump in a pond full of, well, maybe not full of, but, with gators and moccasins and snapping turtles and God knows what else in there. And I know that the areas that he goes into, from what I've heard from other people, are some of the most Bigfoot infested areas in the South that you can go to. And I told him that, and he agreed. He said, "Yeah, you're right. They were." Yeah. That's funny. I know. Yeah, he was something else, really something else to talk to, and a lot more open, to talk to, and just more, what, how should I say it, more real. And he impressed me most of all. And let's see. Yeah, Saturday was just crazy busy. We got, all weekend, a lot of people, a lot of members stopped by, and I'm so grateful to them, for stopping by, saying hi, introducing themselves. Some of them bought a T-shirt, and some of them bought a book, and I'm just so grateful and thankful for all of them. It was just fantastic meeting them. And Sunday, thankfully, was a bit slower. I was able to be not quite on high. Patty, there you are. Good to see you. Did you finally get your tomatoes in? Oh, you're making a sandwich? Oh, okay. All right. I won't interrupt you then. Yes, Sunday, like I said, was slower. I was able to catch my breath, and I didn't have to be on high energy all day, which like I was for Saturday. Friday evening up to a certain point, I was, I had to ramp energy level up a bit, and then good job, Patty. All right. And Saturday it was just constant. And Friday night, the motel that I had rented, I made a mistake. I did not make reservations at the motel that's only 1 mile away, just 1 mile out of town. And this was right before Christmas, and money was short, so that's why I didn't make a reservation. And so I held off until I had some cash on hand, and made my reservation. And by then, no vacancies at the close hotel. So I had to go like about 30 miles out to a nearby town and make a reservation there. And traveling that distance, exhausted after a 12 plus hour day. Friday night, I was just wiped out. Plus the road I was on, there was a detour, so I had to travel like 17 miles out of my way to get there. And I said, screw it, I'm going to get on my phone and see if, please God, let there be a vacancy at the hotel that's just outside of town. And as soon as I got into the hotel, I got onto the booking thing and an alert popped up. I have an app. Let me see. What is that called? If I have it on here. No, it's not on there. Travel. No. It's like hotel alerts or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But it'll alert you if one hotel that you're wanting to get into on certain date range, if a vacancy comes up. And thank you, Lord, an alert popped up. As soon as that alert popped up, bam, I was in there and I made my reservation. And so Saturday night, all I had to do was just drive the 1 mile out of town. And by that time, parking was at a premium. They don't have parking. They don't have a real good parking lot. So I had to park way back in the boonies. And I'm digging around the truck and I forgot my purse. And I would need ID to check in. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to drive all the way back there, park at the festival, and walk over to our tent and grab my purse. Then I thought again, I bet you Todd is still there, because he is, like I said before, Todd is very meticulous. Yeah, Deb, that's the one that the fire alarm came on, that the cowboy was kicking the walls and set off the fire alarm. And so anyway, so I called Todd. Yes, he was still there. And I asked him, Todd, can you check to see if my purse is over there? And if it is, bring it over to the hotel with you. And yeah, drunken cowboy. Yep. And he said, sure. He was staying at that same hotel anyways. So, I waited till, about half an hour or so, went inside, met up with some other vendors that were sitting inside eating pizza. And they gave me some pizza, and which was gratefully accepted. And waited for Todd. He pulled in and got out of his pickup truck, grabbed my purse, put it up over his shoulder, and he swished. That's how he termed it. He swished over to me and gave me my purse. And I said, thank you, Todd. My purse goes very nicely with your shirt. And so thank you, Lord, everything worked out. But it did, honestly. Everything worked out wonderfully. And Sunday, like I said, it was a more relaxed day. The crowds were not as bad, not at all. As Saturday, it was nice and relaxing. People stopped by, members stopped by, said hi, and of course, bought t-shirts and books and took pictures and I got a chance to go over to, some of the other vendors, and I grabbed a shirt from the vendor across the way from us. And I'm trying to remember where that shirt is. It must be down the basement because I shoved it into the bag. Oh, absolutely, Deb. I am so thankful, so very thankful that I had help. But Tara, she was there beginning to end. And thank you so much, Tara. Um, and of course, Todd and Dave Wargo were there. Everybody helped each other. They helped me. Between Tara and Todd and Dave, we got my canopy up, helped help and take it down and set up and break down, all the goods on the table. And then we helped Todd with his. Believe me, I know, Diane, it was just insane. It was, I hated the thought of having to go back to that other hotel. It was just crazy. Oh, Patty. Yeah. I've got to get caught up with what's going on with you. Prayers. Everybody, pray. Pray for Patty. Ron, good to see ya. How you doing? How's Barb? But anyway, Sunday, we all helped each other, break down and, pack up and everything. I was, as soon as I saw other people breaking down their tents and everything, I thought, okay, I'm going to run over, grab my truck, and drive up, because all vendors were supposed to be there all set up until 4:00. Aw. Aw. Well, I'm glad that it's getting, better, Patty. We got to find out what's going on here. Yeah, prayers for Barb. Absolutely, prayers for Barb. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. I missed that, Ron. Okay, surgery in July. Okay. Prayers for Barb, and prayers for Patty, and prayers for all of us. Everybody has things going on, and we hold them in, and sometimes it's just a unspoken prayers for different people, for all of us. Yep. And Bill Rigby is in the hospital, so prayers for him also. Yep, we all need prayers. Absolutely, we all need prayers. What else? Okay. Now for the juicy stuff. And Tara was part of this also. Whenever, okay, here we go. Let's see, Patty. Doc said thyroid plus high blood pressure, all getting better with the medicine. Okay. Patty, I'm going to send you a link for a vitamin supplement. It helped me whenever I was having problems with my eyes. I have high blood pressure also, and I had to go to a eye specialist. And at that point in time, I had already spoken with a holistic physician that I had been seeing, and he told me about this one nutritional supplement to take. And so I started that before I even went to the eye specialist. And the eye specialist, and he gave me a prescription for some eye drops, like a cream or something. And thank you, Tina. Thank you. Good to see you. Yeah, the eye specialist had written a prescription for this, not really eye drops, but it's a cream that you put in your eyes. And well, really, what I had was pre-glaucoma, and so he prescribed the cream. And as soon as he handed me that paper, let me back up here, getting ahead of myself. This was after like 2 or 3 visits. And he kept commenting and saying, okay, your eyes are getting better. The pressures are getting better. But I'm going to write out a prescription for you. And I said, well, if the supplement that I'm taking is making it better. There's Sinead. She made her way back up here again. She's going to shove me off this chair. I said, if the supplement that I'm taking is working, why should I have to put chemicals into my body? And he said, well, you're taking that, he was just putting down the supplements, just really putting them down. And I thought to myself, okay, it's the supplements are working, and I'm not going to put chemicals in my body as long as those supplements are working. So I just tore up his prescription, threw it in the trash, continued to take the supplements, and I have no problem seeing. The pre-glaucoma is gone, and I'm just fine. So I will send you it. Well, just in case anyone else is having problems, I'll let you know what that supplement is. And you can get it on Amazon and certain, if you go to a holistic physician, you can ask them about it also. It's called 7 flowers, just like daisies and petunias. 7 flowers. And that's what the name of it is. And it worked. It worked. I have no problems seeing. My eyesight isn't 20/20 anymore, unfortunately. I'm working too many years on a computer, too many years reading under the covers with a flashlight, reading late into night, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to say age, but yeah. It's called 7 flowers. So Amazon may carry it. They used to carry it. I'm not sure if they still do, but find your local holistic physician who carries supplements. Yes, it's for pre-glaucoma and high blood pressure, both. But it's for the pressures in your eyes. It takes care of it. And I have no problems anymore. That's right, Deb. I'm only 22. I'd gone to visit with Debbie Parker McGee is my sister, and her grandson was visiting one day whenever I was there, and he said, uh, "I'm going to guess how old you are." And I said, "Well, how old am I?" And he said, "You're 22." And I said, "You're right." We all stop aging at 29. You are exactly right, Tina. I have a ways to go before I get there, but hey. But it's so I hope that that helps you out, Patty. Okay, now back to the weekend and the crazy stuff that happened after the festival. Sunday, I was too wiped out anyways to go home. So there's a research area that myself and 3 other guys, Todd Smith, Dave Wargo, and JP from Canada. The 4 of us have been working on this property since 2018. It's an extremely active area, extremely. There is both Bigfoot and possible ghost activity. I'm not crazy about the ghost activity, but it's there. UFOs have been seen there also. It's just a crazy active property, just crazy active. And the people that own it are a great elderly couple. So sweet, so nice. They had come. I had a camp out in Cook Forest back in 2018, and they approached me there, myself and JP, and they approached us there and told us about it. And so late in October, early November, I can't remember exactly, it was freezing cold and some snow on the ground, so I'm thinking it was November. We met up there on the property and checked it out. I was able to measure the height of the Bigfoot that the lady had seen. I had JP standing there with a stick that he held up in the air, and once I had him stand there and ask Robin, okay, at what point JP's going to raise this stick up so high, and you let us know how tall the Bigfoot was by the end of the stick. And after she let us know, we measured it at slightly over 8 foot tall. It was a big black Bigfoot. And apparently he had been coming around there for years. There was some other weird activity that at that point in time I suspected a Wendigo. But I don't think it was a Wendigo anymore. After exploring it, it was possibly ghostly activity. I don't know. And then Dave Wargo, we met up with him, and we brought on Todd later on, just maybe 2 years ago. I introduced he and JP, and as soon as I started talking with Todd, it was like click. It's like having another brother. Great guys, all of them, great guys, and also I knew, it's, hey Jeff, good to see ya. And as soon as I was talking with him, I was thinking, holy crap, this guy reminds me of JP. These two, I bet you, would be best bros. So I did a little matchmaking there, and finally got to introduce them at a camp out at Salt Fork State Park. And it was like they had a bromance. It was, like I said, match made in heaven between the two of them. Two straight guys, but they just click in a great friendship. They just jabber to each other all weekend. Fantastic. And so Todd became a member of the team. Sunday, we brought Tara on. And Tara came along, and Tara, she did a little tour of the property along with the property owner, and they gave her a gift. I guess the Bigfoot gave her a gift. Not the property owner, it was the Bigfoot that gave her a gift. They walked out on a trail, and whenever they came back, there was a string of pearls, just fake pearls, laying on the ground, and that wasn't there whenever she went through. And so they gave Tara a gift, and so okay, that's it. Tara belongs there. She's now part of the team. And and if you've been following what's going on in the group, I spent the rest. You're right, Patty. Yeah, she is. She's always getting gifts. They usually give her feathers. At the different places that we go to, they usually leave her feathers. Well, this one found cheap fake pearls, a string of cheap fake pearls somewhere. God knows where. But they gave her a string of pearls. So, all right, Tara. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if this happened after Tara left or not, but we were sitting on the porch, just talking. Oh, okay. Yeah, part of the pearls were wrapped in the branches too, with the other half on the ground. Okay, yeah. Hey, Spence. Good to see ya. Glad to see you in here. But Tara got a gift from the Bigfoot at this research area that we go to that I've been hitting up since 2018. We introduced Tara to the Bigfoot there, and they like her. At least the one likes her. It's strange, the Bigfoot there. They'll take the very tips of saplings, and they'll, I know, huge hands. They'll kind of weave the tips of these saplings together, and they'll tie them, in an arch across the path to block the path, and they'll tie them onto the railing and block the entrance to the hunting blind. I've got photos of that, and it's just the weirdest thing. I think next time I go up, I'm going to snip off a bit of that and bring it home with me. And anyway, Sunday, we're all sitting on the porch just talking, and I can't remember the sequence. Excuse me. I need a drink here. Oh, Flat Rock's in here. Hey, Ken. Somehow I missed you in there. Oh, there you are. Wow. You slipped by me. Yeah, we're sitting there on the porch, just gabbing. Thanks, Spence. Yes. Please hit that like button for me, please. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to think of the sequence here. I think we heard a bang, and then couldn't quite tell where it's from. So I think Todd went over and explored around the trucks, because the way the trucks were situated, thanks, Tina, it was blocking it. Well, they were sitting in front of the garage, like straight across from us. And Todd went over, found handprints on the side of my truck. There were some finger marks. They were all on the bed of the truck, the side. I can't remember what that's called. The side of the back bed of the truck, and there was like a smear, but you could tell it was fingers and a thumb, and then above that there was hands like this, handprints like this, kind of smeared down also. Yeah, they were. Yes, they were oily, and they were clearly visible, and we got samples. We were, Todd is extremely meticulous, as I said earlier, extremely, and he went all sterile and got a sample of the sebum, is what it's called. And so I have that here. I'm going to be sending it off to a lab as soon as I talk to the thing. Well, no, I took my husband's pickup truck, Patty. I didn't take the van because I knew that I was going to be really tired, and I didn't want to be driving that van back and forth late at night after being at the festival all day. So I borrowed his pickup truck for the weekend. And so the handprints are on the side of my husband's truck. And okay, yeah, I posted about the handprints on Woodwalkers, Spence. I posted about it. Because there were a couple videos that Todd made and one that I made, and so on. But I'll post it again. let's see, and so what, the way that, yes, yes, yep, I borrowed his pickup truck because I didn't want to wreck my van, yes. Oh, okay. You tried to get someone here, your place this weekend to collect DNA from a handprint. They didn't show up. Oh, yeah, Todd, his YouTube channel is Bigfoot NY for New York, NY Todd. Bigfoot NY Todd. He has all the details. He documented pulling the sample and so on. And okay, Tina, I haven't sent it off just yet. I have to speak with the lab first, and I'll get that sent off. And but it's crazy, very, very visible. What happened, the way that the handprints are situated, what I figure is that he crawled up to the side of the truck and, put his hands up and then raised himself up. So he was probably just peeking, sorry for the huge hands, peeking over the edge of the bed, the top of the bed of the truck, watching us as we sat on the porch talking, and then crawled away. And then later, and I was sleeping in one of the bedrooms there at this property. And that morning, the following morning, Monday morning, woke up, we all went around, and there's more handprints on my window. There was one existing handprint from before. This guy, he's always leaving handprints on their sliding doors, everyone's vehicle, the windows, everything. Yes, you're right, Spence. There's collection kits. In fact, I took a picture, or did I? No, I videoed it. And I've got to upload that video because while he was doing the DNA, I was videoing it, and I videoed a picture of his kit, his fingerprint kit. And there's what do you call it, graphite powder, and another one is basically talcum powder is the other powder. But you have to be extremely sterile while you do it to make sure that you put on gloves, carefully handle the swabs. You either use fresh razor blade, brand new razor blade to scrape it off, or not Q-tips, but they're the cotton swabs that they used, basically similar to what they used during COVID. And you have to, there's YouTube videos on how to, and that's what Todd did. The guy had he had done similar work, but not this specifically. And so I agree, Spence, absolutely. And that's what Todd did. He watched YouTube videos on how to do it, what to do. He's working also with Doug Hychek in order to get advice and so on and so forth. And so Doug Highcheck is helping him out also. And he used both cotton swabs and the razor blade to collect the samples. I think on my truck he used a cotton ball rather than a razor blade on my husband's brand new pickup truck. But on the window, he used a razor blade. And so we've got, he was able to get quite a few different samples. He could have pulled some off of the sliding glass door also, because this Bigfoot had been busy. And he likes to peek in the windows at the property owners all the time. And for some reason, their activity on the property is picking up a little bit more. They said that they're hearing more whistles, more weaves on the trails are appearing. There's more handprints, more house slaps, and there was a recent sighting. There's the black one that the property owner saw, and she's also, like in the past year, she's seen a red one and a gray white one also right there around the property. And within the past 10, excuse me, got to get another drink. In the past 10 years, there have been, let me check, about at least 7 other sightings of this red one. Okay, let me look. Okay. Okay, 4 sightings of that red one, maybe not specifically that one, but 4 sightings of a red one in 3 years, and her sighting would make 5. Yeah, Patty, they do. They've got cameras on the property. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, they hit the house, they come up on the porch there. And I have advised them, I keep telling, the homeowner that, they're getting too bold. You need to discourage them because they're crossing the line. You have to set boundaries, but she won't listen. And, I tell her what to do. She just won't do it. Yeah, they used to do that at my place too. Peeking in the windows, smacking the side of the house. Yeah, we're entertainment. Yeah, we are, most definitely. I used to call the one that would come around my house, an old SOB. He just, like I said, pissed me off so much. Critter, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, JP from Canada, they've got quite a bit of property. And so he has set up cameras out in the woods, they have cut down trails to make it clear, for the game cameras. They've done some little tricky things. And then the other day, JP set up the camera see, they have a travel trailer, and JP set up the camera down by the wheel where the electric cord comes up, and to plug into the house current. And he set it up there because the Bigfoot is always coming over to the trailer too. He's left handprints and a nose print, on the trailer windows. And so the other day, midday, apparently he walked over by the trailer and they possibly got part of his leg. I was looking at it, and it kind of looks like the back of his calf and the back of his knee, and pretty good picture. I'm not going to steal JP's thunder by posting or sharing that photo. I can share privately, but I'm not going to steal anyone's thunder because it's not my photo. JP set up that camera. He's the camera guy. He goes over all the thousands of images, and Robin pulled the card on this one though and found it, and it was like, holy crap. But it's been a crazy weekend, and just fantastic weekend. Check out my other video. I don't know. Let me look to see if I uploaded. Ooh, I don't think I did. So maybe I'll just do that right now. I'll upload this one. No, it's not what you do. Okay, come on. All right. My brain is tired and I'm just not. Okay, here we are. All right, I have so many videos here where I was okay. Yeah, I had uploaded the one video that we did at nighttime where not JP, Todd was going over the handprints. They avoid those cameras, Patty. They just avoid them. Oh, you're heading out, Spence. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I posted that on my YouTube channel. Yeah, the cameras don't stop them. They'll disable them. The batteries go dead, or interference or something. But with all the cameras that they've got on that property, it doesn't catch them. But like I said, what JP did was he set that camera down on the ground next to the power cord. So because it's next to the power cord, I'm thinking, and JP did this on purpose, the EMF or whatever from the power cord kind of hit it, camouflaged the camera. So like I said, they possibly got the back of the calf, of the leg, and the back of the knee. It's a really neat photo. And yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, I've got a pretty good video here where, okay, I'll upload it now. It'll take a while for it to upload. So whenever we get off of here, yeah, they've camouflaged. Oh, there's Sinead making an appearance and shoving me off of my chair. Okay, Bigfoot, New York, Todd. gathering DNA. And I'll make it public. Next. Okay, upload video. Okay, the video is uploading. I've got a few more after this one to upload, but you'll see Todd, gathering, the DNA off of my truck, and you'll see the evidence or the print kit that he has. It's pretty neat. And God bless him, he's meticulous enough that he can do that. And, it's, I told, he said he wishes that, he had help to do that and so on. And I said, Todd, if I wasn't so exhausted, I'd help you. I had many moons ago, I had trained to be a phlebotomist, and never followed through with it because there really wasn't many jobs in the area, as well as the pay really wasn't worth it. So I switched over to the insurance side of the medical field, where the money and the job growth is. And but I told him, you want someone who knows, how to keep a sterile field and so on, and how to hold things in a sterile way. I said, I can help you out, somewhat. And so he's very grateful for that. So, whenever he comes down, from New York, I'll go up and help him out with whatever DNA that he needs to collect, because like I said, this place it is so active. And it's, it's a convenient area for, JP, from Canada, and Todd from New York, and Dave, and Tara also, to meet up at. And I will not give the location, of course. I'm not even going to say what county that it's in. It's in Pennsylvania. That's all I'm going to say. And it's just a active area, and I think you can tell I'm getting tired right now. I'm still catching up on my rest. It takes a while for me to recover from strenuous activity, and this past weekend was pretty strenuous, exhausting, and and so on and so forth. But at least I've been sleeping okay once I was able to get home and get in my bed. Okay, Patty, you haven't had much activity around so far this year. They may still be around, just not, just passing through. And that's what I think that's what's going on around your place. They pass through. It's the woods there. It's a fantastic area, but the area that they're probably hanging around in is most likely a little bit further down from where you're at. Haven't spotted it yet, but it's there. And we found evidence of them. Whenever we came to your place with, thanks, Tina. Whenever we came to your place with the team, to check out, the activity up there. Yeah, excuse me, Patty is in Erie County, and there's fantastic area. It really is. And we do get a lot of reports from up there, really all the way up from so many reports really starting here in Lawrence County. Goodness, it's all over Pennsylvania, but majority of reports, I mean multiple reports, come in from Mercer County, Venango County, all the way up into the Allegheny National Forest. They're all over the state, just multiple reports. And Pennsylvania is so active. And like I said, these the Bigfoot that is reported, especially that red one, we're going to try to, we had received a report on a red one. Tara, if you're still on here, I tagged you, both myself and Bob tagged you on a report in Forest County, and on a red one. So get get in there and check it out. If you can contact the guy, hopefully he'll get back to you. But yeah, hopefully. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading comments here. Patty, yes. Yeah, I'm sure they're there also. You're going to get the drone in the air. Cool. Way cool. Yeah, a friend of mine, he was not only a drone pilot, a registered, certified drone pilot, but he was a certified regular pilot also. And unfortunately, he became disabled. Otherwise, man, I would be using him on some of these. Holy crap, using a drone, that is so invaluable, to be able to get an overhead view of the terrain, to see what's ahead. They can't hide from you. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They can't hide from me. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm just winding down, and just my energy level is wiped out, and I think, oh man, okay, and the yawns are going to start to come. Sorry. But that video is uploading as soon as we get off of here. Check to see if there's a new video on. Okay, I just got a notification. Okay, it uploaded, I think. Okay, come on. No, stop it. No, I got a YouTube video notification on something else, but check the videos. Yeah, Deb, I will. And check out that new video that I just uploaded. If you want to see the process for pulling the DNA, off of the truck, and it's fascinating. All right. Yes. 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 And yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience, and hope you had a good evening. Um, God bless. And we're just going to end it here because I'm wiped out. Love you all. I really do. Love all of you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. God bless. Monkey Wench out.